Hi, I'm Joanne with Yoders Farm, and today we want to show you how we make our favorite pumpkin pie. I'm going to show you the ingredients needed to make our pumpkin pie. You can find the actual recipe below this video. The recipe is for a 9-inch pie crust, which you'll easily be able to find at the grocery store. We have several smaller pie crust sizes here, and we're also planning to double the recipe. So I've got my pie crust. I have 4 cups of pumpkin pureed. I have 4 eggs and 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. Also, we've got some spices here. In my little glass dish, I've got cinnamon on the bottom and ginger, nutmeg, and salt. So that is all we need for the custard part of the pie, and it also has a streusel topping, which we'll show you about a little later. Alright, I will start by beating my eggs in our KitchenAid mixer. Want the eggs to be nice and fluffy. Alright, that should work well. Now I will add the pumpkin. And I'm going to stir that in. And I will add the sweetened condensed milk. Alright, we'll mix that up well. Basically, I just want to make sure the ingredients are well mixed. Alright, I'm going to scrape down the sides. And mix it a bit more. And while that's mixing, I'm going to stir my dry ingredients together. We want the spices mixed well and the salt so it doesn't clump in with the pumpkin. Alright, that looks good. I'll add my spices, stir that in. Also scrape down the sides. You just want them well mixed. Alright, it looks good. Our custard is now ready to pour into our pie shells. I just want to evenly distribute all the filling here. And keep in mind that we are putting a streusel topping on as well. We've been preheating the oven at 300, and we're going to bake these pies for about 30 minutes. We want the custard filling to begin to set, and then we're going to put our streusel topping on and bake them for about another 30 minutes till it's nicely set and the crumbs just a little bit brown on top. Alright, so we're going to place these pies on a lower oven rack. On my mom's, it's the second rack up. Just a lower rack is going to make a nice, even baking spot for your pies. Carefully slide those in. It's easy to spill the filling. Alright, we'll give those pies about 30 minutes, put the streusel topping on in another 30 minutes or so, and we will put the pies on a higher rack toward the very end of baking time to get that crumb topping nice and browned. We are now going to show you how to make the streusel topping. You'll need butter, brown sugar, and flour. And we're simply going to mix that together till we have a nice crumbly topping that we can place on our pie. This will be included in the recipe below. Alright, so I've got my flour, sugar, and I'm going to add my stick of butter. And need something to just scrape that butter off there. If you have a KitchenAid, you could mix it in there. I'm just going to use my hands and mix these together till we have a nice crumbly consistency. The butter is softened. So we just want to mix it together. Just till we have it crumbly there. It's almost ready. You don't want any big chunks of butter in it. Alright, that looks just perfect for what we need. And we'll add that to the pie shortly. Alright, we're going to take our pies out and put the streusel on top. We've given them about 40 minutes, just a little extra time. Carefully do it. They are in the process of setting. Alright, so I'm going to divide our streusel topping between these four. Just sprinkle it on. Use my hand a little bit here. So make a big mess. Alright, I'll place these back in the oven on the lower rack for the time being. Baking it on the lower rack ensures that the crust gets baked well. And then about 15 minutes before we take it out, we'll move it up to a higher rack so those crumbs can get nice and brown. Alright, we are ready to take the finished product out of the oven. As you can see, they're set nicely and they've got a toasty brown top. I did move the rack up to, it's a little above the middle of the oven for the last 15 minutes or so just to get that top nice and brown. Give your pie some time to cool and it would be delightful with some vanilla ice cream and coffee and of course friends.
Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope it was helpful. Just a couple things before we end. I want to mention that you can find out more about Yoders Farm at yodersfarm.com. Follow us on Facebook, and this is also one of the first videos on our YouTube channel, so if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. So till the next time, keep making pumpkin pie and enjoy life.